Okay, again, button, who's got the button and needs to be pushed? You just push play. You are listening to International Master Daniel Rensch on Chess.com, talking about chess concepts, and welcome. Okay, this is our fourth video in the Caro-Slav, and as I've said, we're just sort of rolling with the punches. We're not rushing anything. We're not getting too excited about and trying to cram too many ideas into one video, because one, this is a very complex structure that occurs from so many openings, and it's also hard to illustrate so many different ideas when you can reach a position from so many openings. And so what I wanted to, as I said, we gave a few sort of almost unrealistic examples of how white can win. And then we gave an example of black's liberation of e5, which we'll probably come back to at some point, hopefully talk a little bit more about. But as I foreshadowed, before we move on to c5, the more natural breakthrough for black, I wanted to give a couple of examples, at least this one here, of what can happen if white has a misguided approach, misplaced ideals about this position, and decides it's okay to make a bunch of minor piece trades before he does something with his space. So here we have an example where white did make a bunch of minor piece trades and hasn't really done anything to execute his space advantage. And so this is a situation where you might first look at it, and from the classical perspectives of knowing that black has to break through with c5 and e5, you would be obsessed with some move like this for black. But the thing is that that's a possible move, and d5 is actually a very risky idea for white, given that black can come back, defend against this diagonal threats, and immediately expose tactics against the d-pawn, which means that white probably wouldn't play d5, white would do something else, and then we would have our big equal trade that we're always waiting for. But in this particular position, those tactics may work out for white because of the pressure here, but also for another reason, being that maybe, just maybe, because there's been so many minor piece trades, we've crossed the threshold of that idea where, okay, maybe we don't need to worry about changing the position anymore. It's not like we have a bad bishop on c8 still. We don't have knights bumping into each other on f6 and d7. We've got a pretty well-positioned placement of the pieces that are left on the board. So the fact that we have a space disadvantage is not so critical anymore. And so maybe it's time for us to relocate and shift our focus on how to increase pressure against the d-pawn. And that's exactly what black did here. Excuse me. The starting position is with the bishop on b2. It's exactly what black does here and is able to achieve an advantage.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.